Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A huge play there right off the bat. 73 yards on the ground. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
On second and goal, Young. That is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it. It's out for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Young with it, third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
Now a first down throw for Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Another try after the first down sack. Young. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. That's going to set up a tough third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. In the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they run him to him.
And that's what you count on. Like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Pick drop by Trevor Diggs. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 56 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage from every carry he receives this week.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Falcons in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Right back to him on first down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Young to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bodying him up defensively. And that brings up 3rd down.
Great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, that won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Young on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with the run game.
They also remember old school football. running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them. They've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback. That's how it resulted.
That's a statement of this offense. Drove around to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Ouch. You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Young to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there. I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But they'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Throwing, Young. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's the Panther special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. But partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum.
Under pressure, they got him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 28 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll look to throw here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. It's Young on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way outfield with a catch.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To the air once more, Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul.
That story that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Second and 4.
They'll throw now on the final play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down, they'll run it here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And now they're in the hurry up.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
It's taken to the 26. Gets past one man, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss. And
this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Falcons are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds finally, but they're already on the edge of the red zone as he returns this to the 20. Young looks to throw on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to...
And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A great play there, with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Back to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They're going to look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Now left side on the swing pass.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd and 9 now. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Kyle Pitts
from 17 yards out.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Young. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a lot of compete because of that sack after sack happened. But somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. The first down throw for Young. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Young's throw here into the hands of Moore. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Young on third down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to try and go deep again.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Here's Watkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead. They go in the...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 81 yards.
And the Panthers might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. 1-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for it all.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Touchdown! Chris Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
1st down, Young. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Young. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
A CD that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Falcons. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. From the 6.
Holding. Receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From just shy of midfield, Young.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I like that one right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. That throw by Young incomplete. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And now off to the races, down the right side. He will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle. The onside onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams,